My love for people comes through in my brand because I always put myself in the shoes of my client. I want to capture what makes her feel beautiful. What makes her feel beautiful makes me feel like I've done my job. My name is Tammy Hargrove. I am a makeup artist, a stylist, and a writer. I love to read. And so what I started to do is I would read magazines when I was younger because I wanted to, it's so funny, I wanted to learn how to take care of my skin. And then it was like, oh, there's mascara. Oh, there's lip gloss. I actually had a friend in college who would wear makeup, and her makeup was so beautiful. And I was like mesmerized. I was like, oh, you can do that with makeup? I just started to get more from her and look at her beauty. And so from there, I go to the counter, I get a lesson, apply it to myself, and then people will start complimenting me on it. I took people's advice and went to school for makeup and started having clients. I was about 30 when I started. The idea of success for me is ultimately to help people express things that they want to express and to show them things that they didn't know were there. That is a big thing for me. I remember I had this one client and she'd gone through treatment for cancer. I could look at her and I could see her whole story. It was right in front of my face. I did her makeup and it wasn't like this big glamorous look. She looked in the mirror and she said, I didn't know I could look that beautiful. I'm looking at her like, are you kidding me? Like, you're gorgeous? I know what she meant because she wasn't the standard beauty of whatever that is. Her complexion was deep, and so that has a complex in it right there for a lot of people because they're told they're not beautiful. For me, it was just like, just the fact that you're here and you're alive, you're beautiful. And people look at stuff like, oh, well, you know, it's just makeup. Like, no, beauty is deep. That's how you portray yourself to the world. You can change that and you can say, wow, I actually am beautiful. Wow, I actually have something to offer. Wow. That right there for me is everything. When you don't see that, but you have someone to show you, like, it can change your whole life. My perception of myself was not that great. No, when I was growing up. I don't know if it was just school and people, but I didn't see myself the way that I see myself now. I'm definitely more confident and I believe I have something to say. I believe I have a purpose. You know, all of it is important. And me being able to help other people see that has helped me to see myself. I love reading. What I didn't know was that I also love writing, and they go hand in hand, but I didn't see myself as a writer, even though I was doing it all the time. I love to write blog posts that would help the reader know what's going on in the industry. I love to tell clients what's going on, new products, my experiences with them. I found that makeup has come a long way. Even though I could find things that suited me, for instance, I would find sometimes that a woman with a deeper complexion, it would be difficult to find something that was already made for her, so I had to customize it for her. Some brands, like MAC for example, it was my go-to because I could find things for me, and it was also exploratory. MAC, for example, ran the gamut of you could go natural, you could go super glam, you could go super, super glam. And then there are other makeup lines, for example, they started out, it seemed like they didn't really include people of color. It would only go to a very light complexion, and so I felt excluded from those brands. There are some brands that could do better if they want other people to use them. I like Urban Decay because I feel like it's all inclusive, and I would say Smashbox is one of the brands as well that makes sure to include everyone. I also love Pat McGrath. I would be remiss to not include her because she is a Black woman, and I feel like she definitely understands including everyone. She has such a love for people that it comes through in her brand. So with me, styling and grooming came along with makeup. It really started with bridal clients. We would be on a photo shoot and I would see, oh, that needs to be fixed. Let me go fix this. The collar or the flow of the dress isn't quite right in this shot, you know, so I would do that for the client. I knew I could look at it and say everything needs to be done. I started that and I really liked it. Walmart came to town and I was approached about doing this job, and it was actually to create the set. It was like a secret shopper kind of thing. They were gonna bring in some moms and they were gonna be potential shoppers. They didn't know that it was Walmart because Walmart was changing its brand at the time. From that experience, I learned I could do a lot more than I thought I could. And because it was something that I really had never done before. And in the creative world, you run into that a lot. A lot of times you have to find yourself saying yes to things that you may not know how to do. I think sometimes as a creative, we can be very introverted. We are in our own head so much that we don't know that we have something to say. We're just there, like, because we have conversations like in our heads too. I don't think I had anything to say, but I was wrong. I think we just feel certain things and we're kind of like looking at people and they might be up here and we may feel like we're down here, but that's not true. The mission statement for my brand is to really challenge and redefine acceptable beauty standards. I love to include everyone. We're all beautiful. We all have something about us that's excellent and beautiful. We want to stretch that definition of what beauty is in the world. I would tell the younger version of myself to just keep going. That it's probably not going to be what you expected, but just keep going. You may not reach the whole world, but can you reach one or two people? Can you help one person to see herself beautifully? Yeah.